Hello Year 6, I hope you're all okay. For today's maths we are going to be looking at zoos. So over the next couple of weeks we're going to be doing maths and English based around zoos. And today we're going to be creating some zoo enclosures for your animals. So in the table here we have got the space needed for certain animals for their enclosures. So for example, a lion needs an area of 6 meters squared and the perimeter fence needs to be 10 meters. So first of all, we need to make sure we know what the words area and perimeter mean. So area is the space inside a shape, and perimeter is if we measure around the edge of the shape. And I like to remember that because perimeter has got the word rim in it, so it's like the edge of the shape. Imagine laying a fence all the way around the edge or the rim of the shape. So our first job is to design 3 rectangular animal enclosures for our zoo. So you've just got to pick 3 animals that you want in your zoo. It doesn't matter which ones you pick, and you need to create their enclosures. But their enclosures need to be a rectangle and they need to follow the area and the perimeter that you are given. So, for example, a lion needs an area of 6 meters squared with a perimeter fence of 10. Now, just a little note here, in your book or your squared paper that you are using, 1 centimetre can equal 1 metre. So 1 square in your book is going to be 1 metre. So for the lions, I need a rectangle with 6 squares in it. So I'm going to draw that first of all. So I've got myself there a rectangle that's area is 6 centimetres. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But also I need to make sure it's got a perimeter of 10. So let's check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that works out perfectly for my lions. So I've managed to draw the lion enclosure. So what we want you to do is to do that for 3 different animals. It must be a rectangle, it must have the correct area, it must have the correct perimeter. If you draw it out and it doesn't have it's got the right area, but when you count it doesn't have the right perimeter, that's okay, just have another go. Try a slightly different shape. Okay. Once you have done that, we want you to investigate a little bit more. So can you draw an enclosure for each of these animals with the correct area and perimeter? But now we want you to have a think about, does it always have to be a regular shape? Does it always have to be a square or a rectangle, or can it be something quite different, but it still works out at the same area and perimeter? So for this part of the task, it's a little bit of an investigation for you to have a play around with and see what you can find out. You might find that there's more than one way of doing some of them. Some of them might only be done in one way. Okay, so investigate and have a go.